Glenn, I want you to riff on this tweet that I mentioned, which is we have not seen federal agents come and shoot somebody or gun somebody down because of a social media post or a threat against a president. Kind of expand on that, please, because the story is starting to get more and more traction of the FBI raiding the home of a Provo, Utah senior citizen.
Okay, so we have to divide this story into two, because what he did was absolutely wrong and illegal. You don't make violent threats about a judge or an officer of the court or the president of the United States. We all know this. The worst thing that could happen is we enter an area of assassinations. So since a kid, I learned you don't joke about certain things. You don't go into an airport and joke about blowing up a plane. You don't do that. And it should be investigated, and you should pay a price if, you were, saying I've got a bomb in an airport or I'm going to kill the president. But that price should not be death. We are in a very unique situation right now that I've never seen before. And I'm 4 years away from my 50th year in broadcast. So I've seen a lot of stories come across my desk and on through my microphone, but I've never seen anyone who was a senior citizen who had no capability of, first of all, they said, well, he said he was going to get into a ghillie suit and, go across in a parking lot and wait for the president. In a ghillie suit, really? So you're going to dress up as a bush? Would anybody notice a big fat bush that had a cane and was walking? Of course. In a parking lot? Yes. He had no ability to do this, and they know that. Now, he was saying horrible things, inexcusable things. However, they had already been to his house, and he made some more comments like, try that again, come to my house. However, they also knew that he was an old man, that he was not a threat, that he was going to go out and, climb some clock tower and start shooting people. He couldn't climb. He could barely get out of his chair.
That's right.
However, when the FBI came, they don't care about you and me. They don't care about people. If you care about people, including the lives of the SWAT team, the last thing you do with this guy is just blanket say, send in a SWAT team and take a tank through his front window. You don't do that. You go and you talk to the people who went to his house the first time and go, yeah, he's a cantankerous old man, but he is, he's probably harmless, but he does have guns and he's threatened people. Great. Every day around the time that they shot him to death, he and his wife go to a gym for old people. So he's walking out the door, grab him. He's going to the grocery store, grab him. And now with a SWAT team, why not just go to the local police? This is what really pisses me off. The FBI has made absolutely everything a call for the federal government, and they no longer call the sheriff. They never call the local police. When they killed him, they put his body out on the sidewalk for 2 hours in the hot sun. Why? Because they don't deal with bodies. They don't know what to do. They had to call the local authorities. Why weren't the local authorities called before you went in? Why did somebody at the FBI not say, wait a minute. If the guy is dangerous, we could get shot. He could do anything. Well, let's de-escalate. Wasn't that what we were supposed to be imagining and reimagining the police for? Because they were using excessive force? This is excessive force. They killed the guy, gunned him down in his own home at 6 o'clock in the morning, when they could have said, wait a minute, he is a respected member of his local church. Why don't we just go to his pastor or his bishop and say, hey, we have this warrant. We have to talk to him. Can you deliver this for us? And then just walk him outside. And we got a couple of people there that we're just going to take him down and talk to him. Of course you could do that. There's millions of ways to de-escalate this. But this is
Glenn,
kind of
I hate to say it, but let's think even more sinister. Do you think that there might have been people in the FBI that wanted this to be a firefight? Could you imagine if an FBI agent would have been killed? Are you suggesting, because I'm not dismissing this, that there might have been some bad actors in D.C. that wanted this to get out of control, not even just to have him die in an ordered hit, but God forbid be able to blame that a MAGA guy killed an FBI agent, Glenn Beck?
Oh, Charlie, I don't dismiss any crazy theory anymore. I don't have evidence of that, but I have enough evidence to say people at the top levels, I don't think are good and don't have the best interest of the country or stability in their sights. I do believe the FBI is whipping people up and trying to create chaos. I don't think the local people, maybe, but I better start hearing from local FBI and everybody else. These issues are happening in our states, and the government is turning a blind eye. First of all, do you know that they don't have any cameras on their vests? Because the FBI doesn't want to reveal what their tactics are. Well, I think it's time we start to have them wear vests, because I want to know what their tactics are. I want to know what happened. They say he was armed. Really? At 6 o'clock in the morning, he was sitting there with a handgun on a surprise visit, a guy who can barely get out of his chair or walk around. He has to drive a block to his church because he can't make it a block. That guy had a gun, and you were afraid that he was going to shoot you? Really? You say he had a gun. That's what they're saying. That's the official report. He had a gun. Okay, what do you mean by that? Was he pointing it at you? Was it in the room? Was it in the safe? What does that mean? And the other thing I asked today, and I'm getting the answer of, well, it could have been an accident. Really could have been an accident. If you watch the video, they're inside the house. They've already get down on the floor. And they're still talking. Somebody in the FBI takes a flashbang, pulls the pin, and throws it on the corner of the garage. Now, why would you use a flashbang outside on the corner of the garage? The flashbang is to disorient you and give people a second to do something. Did you see a garden snake you were trying to disorient? They throw the flashbang out, and that's when they kill him. I would like to know who threw the flashbang and why.
I mean,
it was an accident.
Glenn,
I'd like to know how that happened so it doesn't happen again.
This feels like Ruby Ridge. This feels like Waco, Glenn. Is that a stretch?
I don't think anything is a stretch to question. I think we need to be calm and look at all of the facts. I don't think you're going to find good facts on this one. I think the FBI needs to wear vests on everything. I think the FBI needs to be called in front of Congress, and then I think Congress needs to demand, or Congress just needs to act and cut their budget. They're now saying, well, maybe they don't get that building. That building, maybe they don't get a dime for us until they actually start abiding by the Constitution.
The Constitution has to be our center. And so Glenn, this is a deeper topic, but how hard it is for me to keep on saying on this program over and over again that I inherently don't trust the government when I see these situations. I don't want to live in that country, Glenn. I know you don't either. I would love to have, benefit of the doubt. But when the facts keep on coming up and again, this is a regime-wide pattern, from lockdowns to the vaccine to the mask mandates. It seems as if there's a not so quiet agenda behind almost all of their actions. So, Glenn, I think we have you for another segment. If you could, yeah, please go. Yeah, sure. 30 seconds. Yes.
I was going to say, Charlie, I don't think that there's mounting evidence. I think we know that there is a secondary agenda, and we know what it is. And it is a global grab for power from the elites, and you see it all. I mean, that's what my book, Dark Future, is all about. It's clear. They say it all the time. Things are going to get worse before they get better, and they are itching for a fight. They want us to react. We must do the next right thing. And first, shore up your look. Get on your school board, get on your zoning board, run for mayor, run for your state legislature. Texas is run by the Republicans. but the Republicans are run by the Democrats.
Yes, that's right.
Half of them are Democrats just running as a Republican. Texas is in trouble unless we start to put people in that believe 100% in the rule of law and Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Do you believe all men are created equal? Do you believe in self-governance? Do you believe in the Bill of Rights? Do you believe in the Constitution as it is written? Do you believe in the balance of power? If you answer wishy-washy on any of those, out.
Amen.
Out.